Hey guys, it's Mayseeohh in case you didn't know. Welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we will be doing a DIY. This is the neon sign. You guys may have seen that I made it for Michael's anniversary present. I made him a custom one and I got a ton of questions on how to do it, and honestly, it's like one of the easiest things ever. And I did this in under an hour. So first things first, you need a clean workspace. This is typically my makeup desk, but today I'm using it for this project. Obviously, it's a nice big flat surface. So as far as supplies go, honestly, it's pretty, not that much required in it. So obviously you need the EL wire. I got this from Amazon. I got a pack, I think it is of 7 different colors, if I'm not mistaken, for $30. Not bad. You can get one individual color for probably $10 on Amazon. I just wanted to cover all my bases because I haven't really chose a color yet. You're also going to need an acrylic board. Now the optics one, that's this one right here. That's what I used for Michael's project. I just wanted to test out 2 different ones. That one is $5 and it's a lot thicker. I just wanted to see if this one, which was $2, if that would work. That way, I mean, it's not saving a lot of money, but you know, saving money. So we're gonna see how this works out actually. Next up, you will need a hot glue gun and some hot glue sticks. In this project, I didn't use it, and you guys will see why in a bit, but in a standard project, that's good to have. Also, some electrical tape. You can get that from Home Depot for a couple of bucks as well. I know it may be a little confusing why that's necessary, but trust me, it'll make sense in the end. Now with this version, you will need a drill. I think I'll do another version later with solely as the hot glue gun method, but for now, just so you guys can see how I did this super quick one, I used a drill. So just so you guys can see the big project I'm working on, we have these chalkboard walls downstairs that we love. When people come over, they can sign and whatnot. We do have our Wi-Fi code up, and this is where I want to have our first sign. I did forget, you also need some sort of marker of some sort. I'm just using one of these chalkboard markers. Works just the same. So I do want mine to be kind of true to life as far as my handwriting goes. So the lines being precise and stuff doesn't really matter that much to me. I have seen for people who like, you know, precise everything, handwriting and whatnot, I've seen people just print out a sheet and then trace it because it is a clear board, so it's super easy to trace. This is how I did mine. You really want to try to center the board because you don't want something too close to the ends, because then it makes it very easy for the board to break. But as you guys can see, it transferred pretty much the same. Lines don't have to be super thick either, just as long as you can see it. So you guys can see that I'm now using the $2 board, and I'm breaking my own rule here because I'm lining that in very, very close to the edge. This is how I learned to not do that because this does not go well. You guys will see that in a bit, but I don't know, that's how you learn your lesson, right? Trial and error. So now to start the actual project. What I'm gonna start doing now is making entry and exit points for the wire, just to kind of weave it in and out of the board. Some people choose to do their font on the board in cursive. That way it's just one straight line. Me, I mean, I did that before, and that is typically where the hot glue gun comes in. But for the sake of this DIY, like I said, this is mainly just like a drill only DIY. So an easy way to determine where you want these entry and exit points to go, basically wherever you have to lift your hand up when you're writing the word, you definitely want a point there. Also, if there's any like sharp turns in the letter, if that makes sense, like with the W, obviously it's like it's sharp, I don't know, unless you use a different type of font that's more softer. You would definitely need 2 entry points for those. one to exit and one to enter back in. So you guys will see how I play this out when I actually start weaving it in. So next we get to use our drill to drill through these holes. Now, do not do what I'm doing right now. If you try to drill it while it's standing up like that, it's just going to keep sliding. It's hard to really have control of the drill when it's up like that. So definitely want to have it laying down off of a flat surface. That's how I did this one, at least. As you can see, that it was easier to make a hole there. Also, this may sound kind of obvious for people who drill things regularly, unlike myself, but you definitely want to have the drill turning the right way. Otherwise, you have to put a lot more pressure on the board, and it is acrylic, it's breakable. As you will see, I did end up breaking the board a little bit, which I'm still very frustrated about, but you know, like I said, it's a learning process. Shortly after this, I realized that the drill bit was turning the wrong way, and when I started drilling it the right way, it worked so much easier. So I just repeated the process with the other board, marked the entry and exit points. Now, when I started drilling, of course, the board broke. That is the thing. It was a $2 board, and it is a lot more flimsy, which makes sense. So guys, I would just say, as far as what you should get in order to complete this DIY, just get the acrylic board. $5 isn't bad for a small one. The larger ones go to like $12. Forgot to mention this earlier too. You can find them in the window section of Home Depot. Took me forever to find it, but when you find it, it's worth it. So $5, definitely still a steal. So now the fun part, in my opinion, the actual weaving in and out of the board with the wire. Now you don't want to peel the plastic off yet. I know it may sound weird. You can peel off the back part of the plastic, but the front part of the plastic, where it has like your letters or whatever you're tracing over, it's good to still have. Otherwise you have just a bunch of random holes and you're not exactly sure how to connect them. So you guys will see what I mean in a second. And of course, you will want to untangle the wire before you start. This will make it so much easier when you actually do start bending it. What I'm showing you right now is just the battery part where you put the batteries in. I learned from doing Michael's sign that if you have that on the back, it's really bulky and hard to hang up. So I think towards the end, I'm going to hang it on the front. So you do want to start the actual weaving part from the back. You'll pull that wire all the way through that first hole, and then from then you just kind of go in and out of the different ones. It may be kind of loose right now, the wire may be. It's okay. At the end, that's when you're going to tighten it, and that's when it really matters. Right now, it's just a matter of getting them through the holes and weaved in. And boom, you're done. Well, not done, obviously. I know it kind of looks like a hot mess right now, but trust me, it's going to come along. What I'm doing right now is just cutting out the plastic. Be very careful not to cut your wire. I know it may sound obvious, but you do have to just kind of cut around the plastic. And now I'm tightening it up. So if you just pull through the holes, you'll be able to tighten it up, like I said. This is where we're at now. Still looking a little crazy. Does not look like it says Wi-Fi at all. Trust me, guys, it will in the end. Also, just so you guys know, you will need 2 AA batteries. From what I've seen, these batteries, they last a pretty long time. It's not like it takes a whole lot of juice to power up the sign, so you should be good. You don't have to change it too often as long as you're not using it all the time. So this is what it looks like with the lights on and with the lights off. Now, like I said, not done. We still do have some work to do. But you guys can see it does light up. So this is where the electrical tape comes in. very key. The reason why I chose this type of tape is because this is thick and it's black. So one, the wall I'm putting my board on right now is black, so it'll match in perfectly. But also too, like I said, it's thick, so the colors are not going to shine through the tape. So that's why I highly recommend it. What I'm doing is just cutting out pieces of tape that match the back of the sign. So all of that extra wire that's in the back of the sign, you just want to cover that, and you can kind of use scissors, or if you have nails to tuck the tape in and really make sure that the front part of that wire is covered. All right. So after I finish covering the actual back of the words, I just end up clipping the battery pack thingy to the front part of the board. It was really the issue of deciding what I'm going to do with all of that extra wire that I have left. I was going to cut it, but I'm actually really afraid to. I don't even know if you can cut it. So what I ended up doing was just wrapping it up in the electrical tape, all of the excess wire, and then just kind of looping it in a circle and taping it to the back of the board. That way, if I ever do come up with something to do with all that extra wire, like a design or something to put on the board, I have that extra wire there. So okay guys, that is the finished product. I know it's not perfect, but honestly it still looks really good when all the lights are off. And like I said, the black tape, me personally, my wall is black, so it turned out nicely. Even with Michael's that I did, I used the black tape, and it still looks really nice, especially when it's lit up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this DIY. I really enjoyed making it, especially the fact that it's achievable in under an hour. I think is really cool. Now I will for sure be doing another video like this using the hot glue gun method, just because as you guys saw, the board broke and I do still have another sign to make. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe. If you follow me on social media, you see that I post this type of stuff all the time. So, you know, if you ever want me to do a video on it, please let me know. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Peace.